Hey everybody, Troy here. How's everybody doing today? Um, Yesterday I went to a gun show. It was the first one in my area, first one for 2013, and also the first one I've been to since the panic buying has been going on. And I made a video of that. If you guys want to check it out, that's it there. Uh, but since it's so busy, there was a lot of things that I saw was going right, and also a lot of things that I saw people were doing that were just very frustrating. And I've seen this happen at gun shows in the past, but since now it's just so much busier, I just felt I needed to make a video to just let people know if they're doing this. They might not know they're doing it, or that it's affecting people. So this is gun shows do's and don'ts, and it's no particular order. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the do's first. So if you're going to sell a firearm, please do unload it. Please unload it. Let me switch the screen to. I made this video last weekend. If you want to check that out, that's fine. 5 hurt and accidental shootings at gun shows, and in last weekend in 3 different states, 5 people were shot and injured, not killed, by guns that were not unloaded, or they were loading guns at a gun show, and of course being very unsafe. One guy, just briefly, was bringing his shotgun in a zippered case to the guy to safety check it, and put the zip tie through it, and when it was still loaded, and when they unzipped it, somehow it caught the trigger somehow and ended up by shooting 3 people. So please do unload your guns if you're going to take them and have them and sell them. Uh, so the second do that I have is, if you're going to be in the market for buying something, especially if it's a large purchase like an AR or an EOTech, or even selling, which a lot of people were doing yesterday at the gun show, take time to do your homework and check the internet and check forums and check your local gun shops to see what the items are selling for, so you don't get ripped off, or if you know what they're going for, so you can negotiate price. Um, Also, go to have fun. Go there. It's like, I say, it's like going to almost like an all you can eat buffet. There's just so much to look at. There's new stuff, old stuff. Of course, check out prices. If you're just looking for a certain thing and you don't have time, sure, you got to get in and get out. But take some time and look at what's going on in there. Also, kind of along with that, if you have a chance, make it a bonding experience. Um, if you want to take your son or your daughter or your grandson or granddaughter, if they express wishes to go, and if they're of appropriate age to where they're not going to get all antsy and then get rambunctious and everything, most certainly do that. It's a good bonding experience too as well, just like when you go out hunting and fishing. Um, Also, buy something. Most of the dealers are local or relatively close to your area, so that money's going to stay in the area. And if no matter what it is, if it's just something small, buy something if you have the money. Um, so that's some of the do's I have. I'm sure there's more. So if you guys want to leave in the comments for the do's, and of course, and well, I'm going to give the don'ts too as well. Leave in the comments too as well. Um, there's a lot more don'ts than there are do's that I've got. So, um, and some of it, people might get pissed at, but it's something that I think I'd like need to talk about. Please don't bring the whole family. The 3 or 4 kids, and then it's mom and dad, especially the younger ones. It's not like you're taking them to the park or Disney World. Um, there's firearms, of course. Most likely there's nothing going to happen with those. But also, I mean, guys, there's knives on the tables, things like that. I've seen kids reaching up and grabbing knives, and the parents aren't even walking, or they're getting under the tables. So please, please, if possible, please don't bring the whole family. And along with that, and some people might, give me bad comments, but it's going to be saying, if possible, if you can find a babysitter for those kids, but also the baby. I know the babies, my kids were young at one time and babies, but please, if you can find the babysitter, don't bring the little babies in the baby strollers. The aisles are so packed nowadays. It's just not, and especially with people being sick too. Just don't bring the baby. And of course, if they start crying, people can't concentrate on what they're trying to negotiate. So please, please don't bring the babies. Also, don't touch the merchandise if it says do not touch it. A lot of the dealers, if it doesn't have a sign, want you to touch, but it's also sometimes it's just polite to ask anyway. But if it says don't touch or don't handle, then don't touch, and then ask, and they'll say sure, it's fine, go ahead. I bought an AR a couple of years ago, and it said do not handle. You just ask, and then they'll let you handle. Also, a lot of them have the cords that have the alarms that go off. A lot of them just want to make sure that everything's good with that, so it doesn't go off, and it to take time for them to plug the cords back in and then turn the key and turn it off. So anything that's not going to distract these people from what they're supposed to be doing, just don't handle their merchandise. Let me turn the page here. Don't set anything on the dealer's tables. And I'm not a dealer, but I saw this quite a bit. People buy a lot of stuff, or they have a drink in their hand, or you need to get to your wallet or get to your money, wherever it is at in your front pocket, and you have a lot of stuff. Ask them first. Most of the time they'll say yes, but if it's a drink or food, most of the time they're going to say no. If you were in business, you don't want anybody to spill anything on your product, so don't put stuff on the table, and especially drinks or food. And like I said, all this is stuff that I've observed yesterday or in previous gun shows I've been to. Also, don't go if you're going to screw around, and that's not necessarily kids. Yesterday I was passing three young men. They had to have been in their early 20s, and clearly you could tell that they really weren't there to buy. And it's fine to go and look, but one of them said to the other, our friend, whatever his name was, said, well, I know you're going, but you're not going to buy anything, so you should screw around in there and go to the dealers and act like you're interested and try to negotiate a price, and then don't buy anything. Well, that's not a place to do that. These people are trying to make a living, so please don't do that. And then one of my big pet peeves is do not block the aisles or block the dealers' tables. Especially, like I said, with as many people so many more people coming into the shows, the people are trying to get there to buy things, dealers are trying to sell to make money, and if you got a group of your friends, and then you meet your other friend, or somebody you haven't seen in a while, and then there's 4 or 5 of you standing in the middle aisle or in front of somebody's table, you're blocking both ways, and you're blocking the dealer's table. And I witnessed that so much yesterday. Also, this is another one. Don't walk around aimlessly on your cell phone. And it's amazing how many people I bumped into on a cell phone, and I'm trying to get out of their way, and they're just walking right into you. And it's the same thing. People shouldn't be driving while they're talking on the phone either, or texting. If you want to do that, and especially if it has something to do with a weapon or a firearm that you're trying to buy, and you're trying to get somebody's opinion, then most certainly stand there at the table that you're doing that at, or stand off to the side. Or if you're going to stand in the middle of the aisle too with the phone, I've seen that too. People just blocking the aisle and using the phone. So, like I said, that's just a few do's and don'ts. Like I said, leave in the comments if you guys got any other things that are do's and don'ts. Also comment if you agree or disagree. Give us thumbs up if you liked it, or thumbs down if you didn't. But if you give us thumbs down, just let us know why you gave us thumbs down. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So we'll see you next time. Bye.